Hello everyone, MUFS here to welcome you to the 102nd episode of Starfield. In the last episode we came over here in this abandoned camp looking for Vaeric. He is the uh, son of a house leader, I believe. Okay, so we came over here. We were supposed to look for clues. I've been looking around, but well, I am unable to find anything. We have talked with that footprints, examine footprints. Scavenging. The footprints are sporadic, but the thread tells you they are only from one person. The final prints head west. Vaeric must have fled the camp after attempting to put up a small fight. What the?
What the hell is that?
Why aren't you guys helping me? Oh, I forgot. He's just not work on them. Any more? Oh, indeed.
2 arms, 2 legs. Still good to go.
Yeah. Now you want to talk. Ha. 10 Salave.
All my years and all the planets I've been on. Never gonna get used to those things.
Just wait until you see a terror morph.
Terror, what? I think I'll pass. At least I don't see a body around here, so I hope that means Vaeric's alive.
Me too.
You find anything?
Bloodstain, footprints. He was definitely here.
Damn. Hate to think he had to take on those things by himself. Well, what's next? Vaeric must have fled in a hurry since his tracker's still here. So guess the rest is up to us.
So much for technology. Guess we are going old school tracking.
Technology is always finding a way to let me down. Time to go analog, but be warned, these old eyes have seen better days. No pun intended. Let's head back down and see what we can find. And by we, I mean you.
Okay. So, can go through there. Man, I was like, this suddenly came and they were attacking. OMG. And this is way too much, man.
I bet every plant in this area tastes like
There
crap.
seems to be
And
a
I'm gonna
path
eat it
on
anyway.
We should follow it.
Yeah, babe. Examine footprints. The footprints here are less sporadic. You can tell that someone rested here and then headed to the northwest. Come on, you guys. I should have brought my...
Did you hear something?
Yeah.
Bring it. They could be hiding something. Don't know.
Who are you guys?
Winner takes all this stiff race, is it not?
Yes, babe. Oh man. I need... Oh. The reason I went there and everything is that there were some things I wanted to get. Let me get them. Bridge. Don't I have bridge? Anywho, let's go. They're patrolling guards. I thought they are phantoms. How about... Woohoo! Okay. Come on. 289 meters. And I cannot use the other power because I'm afraid that that if I want to use that power, I'll face the phantom and I will not have power to work against them. This shatter space is amazing, man. It is amazing. I am gonna go over there, but let me check out this place first. Sometimes they do have eeriness form. Okay. They do have things that I can grab.
That's far enough, strangers.
Hmm?
You want to tell me what you're doing on my property uninvited?
We are looking for an injured young man that may have passed through here.
Through here. You realize you're in the middle of nowhere.
He's injured. We're worried about him.
I can understand that, but I can't help you. The only people here are my partner Zen and our daughter Mila. No one comes around here. We're isolated, and that's the way we like it.
His injuries may need special treatment. Please.
All right, fine.
Irina, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Zen, yes, I know quite well. Never mind my partner, they're just overly cautious. As I said, we're isolated out here. We keep to ourselves. But we did aid an injured young man a few days ago.
Okay.
That's gotta be Vaeric.
Yeah.
It's too coincidental. It must have been him.
You didn't know who he was?
We didn't know and didn't ask. We introduced ourselves, and he quickly changed the subject. But he was polite, and something about him reminded me of our own son, so I didn't feel the need to push him.
Who's your son?
Cass. Casimir Mazur. He left a while back to find work in Dasra. He didn't want the life of a farmer. We haven't heard from him since the incident.
I need to know where Vaeric went.
We sent him north. There's a long abandoned growth farm we felt he could make use of. He claimed he lost everything in the incident that swallowed half of Dasra. He wanted to start a new life. We even gave him 2 of our own growths to get started.
You weren't suspicious of him at all.
Great Serpent, forgive my foolishness, but I trusted him instantly. I saw so much of our own son, Cass, in him, that I didn't doubt nor question.
No
I
worries.
allowed him his privacy in what I thought was a time of great need and grief. It was only when you made it known that this was house business that I realized my mistake.
I didn't mention that. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome, and safe travels. If you find him, give him our regards.
Sure, we will. Tin, let's go. Where's my babe? Babe! Where did you leave my babe? Dane? Okay, there she is. So uranium. Let's get that. Don't know when we are gonna need uranium, but come on. There's the abandoned farm. Apostate's refuge. Search the dwelling. Not again. What do I search? I don't know, but I will be searching nonetheless. Okay, here is one. What about login tree 1? Login tree 2. Today was a good day. I got up early, fed the goats. I think I'll name the female Bella, but not sure on the male yet. I took account of the repairs needed and was at least able to get this old computer up and running. It gives me hope that I may be able to fix up the model as that have been abandoned here. And to think I argued with my father over a need for engineering skills. If I ever hear news of Dazra returning to normal, perhaps I'll initiate contact with Dane again. A life far away from serpents and house politics. That's all I really want. But for now, isolated road farmer is good enough. Log entry 3. Everything is catching up with me again. My father, what I have done, the people I have left behind. But most of all, I miss my sister. I never thought all I had left of her was a ring. I never thought I'd lose her. And now I'm dying to hear her voice, to have her reassure me that I have made the right decision. She's been my voice of reason for almost my entire life. She was always the one I could talk to about anything, no matter how big or small, or how much she may disagree with me. She should have been the one to take our father's place, not me. Log entry 4. The model A's are up and running. It should be a good day, but once again, I find myself riddled with guilt over what I have done. I keep replaying the last moment with my father over in my head. It's not even his words, it's the look of betrayal on his face. He responded with anger, but the blow I struck was deep. I told him I couldn't stand by and watch them destroy themselves. But he rejected everything he stands for. House Veth'aal, House Varun, and the Great Serpent. And of course, I knew full well what my actions would require him to do as head of the Ministry of State. I realize now the position of conflict I have put him in. The question remains whether he can let me go or if I'll one day wake up Veth'aal's warden at my door. Yeah, Veth'aal's warden. That's me, I believe. That was 75, was that? Okay, I'll take it for now. We'll Hey Bella, here are the groats. Do I find anything over here? I don't think so. So it is in the middle of the room. That means we will have to search once again. And once again I have no clue what to look for. So it is gonna take a while. And on the way, I'm sure I'm going to... Okay, this is Vaeric's log entry 1. This is the number 1 entry. First entry of the first day of my new life, I hope. I suppose I'm a growth farmer now, a long way from heir apparent. But I am thankful for the distance. Yet, yes, quite a bit has happened since last I wrote. Tain never came, and I had to flee when Vortex horrors found me and attacked. Perhaps I have my father of all people to thank for those combat lessons he forced me through. Some kind farmers took me in and helped patch me up. They were respectful of my privacy and even pointed me here after telling them a version of my plight. Should my father send anyone after me, I can only hope my remaining anonymous keeps them safe. Sure. I'm not going to hurt them. Still hanging over there, right? Yep. Did I find everything? Something over here. What is pigment? I am encumbered. Okay. Babe?
I was just thinking. Need to see what I'm... I will be thinking about you.
Of course, babe. I'll be doing the same. So let me go over there.
It's been a minute since I stretched the old legs. Nothing going on out here. How about you? Find anything?
Varic's not home, but this is where he's living.
Sounds like it's a waiting game then.
It seems
Oh.
I have uninvited guests. You want to explain yourselves?
Where did you jump out from?
Whoa, hey, it's me. Dang. Put the gun down already.
It's not you I'm concerned about. It's your friends.
Rightfully so.
I am Harbinger MUFS.
I wish I could say I was pleased to meet you, but something tells me this isn't a social call. Please, if you're here on my father's orders, allow me to plead my case.
Of course, I'd like to know your side of the story.
I'm glad someone does for once. I am not sure how familiar you are with our culture, but all I've ever wanted was the right to choose. I was born House Veth'aal. I was raised to inherit the role of elder, to run the Ministry of State, to worship the Great Serpent. But I want none of it.
Being privileged but don't want the responsibility. Boo-hoo. There's always a choice.
With House Veth'aal, easier said than done.
This is true. House Veth'aal and the Ministry of State are known to be the most devout and punitive of the houses. It would not be easy to leave without extreme consequences, as you now know.
It's never mattered how much I tried to reason with him. My father simply would not let me go. His pride and the fear of what it would mean for House Veth'aal is all he cares about.
What does your leaving mean for House Veth'aal?
Shame, embarrassment, fuel for the other houses to ridicule my father. I don't want any of that for him, but he left me no choice. If he would have listened just once, maybe I could have left on good terms with my father's blessing. Control the narrative, as they like to say.
Abandoning your role would bring great shame upon your house.
Only because of our antiquated ways. Our society is stuck in the past. Our culture isolates and suffocates. All I want is to make my own life. Something Tane understood and was willing to help me with.
The credits help too. But yeah, guess you got the whole scoop now.
You realized you were going to help a traitor.
I realized I was going to help a friend. And yeah, I knew the risks. That's why we had the tracker. I needed Vaeric to get far enough away from Dazra so I could safely pick him up and get him out of here.
So that's why you were looking for Vaeric.
Yup, we had a few things to discuss. I lost my ship to the incident, so I didn't want Vaeric running off thinking I could just grab him and go. I was also out all the credits he was going to pay me. That's where you came in. I figured, why not 2 for the price of 1? I didn't realize it was going to turn into a whole thing.
So, now you know my true intentions for leaving, and given the circumstances, I may be here for some time. My hope now is to make the best of it here.
First, tell me why you choose to leave now of all times.
I suppose I owe you that much. The truth is, the Scaled Citadel was the last straw. My people are so blinded by faith and politics, they don't see how it's destroying us. Anasko Varun eliminated half our population in the blink of an eye. My sister Vashti among them. I could no longer live in a society that won't put its people first. That would destroy itself in the name of a god that has done nothing for us.
I'll never understand religion, especially at extreme levels like this.
I understand that some people need faith as guidance, but Varun's society takes it too far. I hope you can see why I want to walk away from all this. To start my own life. I ask that you give me that chance. Usually a conversation requires 2 participants.
Yeah, I'm thinking of what I'm gonna say. You're free to go, but I would ask for something in return.
Anything. Name it.
Your signet ring. Victor wants it as proof of death.
My ring.
Yeah,
Vashti gave it to me.
yeah.
It's all I have left of her since the cataclysm. The disaster took every physical reminder of her except for this ring. Just wiped her from existence.
Your sister would want you to leave.
True. It's as if she's looking out for me. One last time. Take it. I'll find solace in the fact that the ring will remain with my family.
Sure.
And now I hope we are done here.
Of course.
Thank you for seeing reason. I owe you both my life and freedom.
Now that's over with. I'm gonna hang back here, talk to Vaeric a bit.
Sure.
Besides, I don't want to be around when you break the news to Victor. Do me a favor and find me at the Herald's Rest when you're done.
Okay. That is effed up thing, right? Totally. Like, how can they do that? I mean, you cannot force your children like that. Seaweed.
Where did you learn? To do that?
Babe,
I imagine it was not part of your training as a miner.
you have
I am currently engaged
seen
in
me
the completion of
doing
my
that
assigned
many
task.
times.
Please do not interfere.
I'm not interfering. You carry on. Come on. Do I have to? Please be something. Have something over here. That is advanced Nova light. Okay. Rare. Fine. And contraband. It's been a while. Let's. So, now that I have contraband, I believe this time I'll have to go to the den. And if I go to the den, I'll sell these things, and that way I can go to grab the buggy, right? Yeah, we have been over here. Let's do one thing. Here's our ship. Let's fast travel. I'll meet you guys back over here. Okay, return to Victor over here. So I'll be back. Okay, we are back, but I did not get the buggy because I thought it's gonna waste a lot of my time right now. So I am here to tell the father, and when I finish the episode, maybe I'll go there. Then, babe. Hey,
Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me.
but you waved at me. I thought.
Let us speak.
Yes, let us.
You're back. What news do you bring?
One signet ring as requested.
What have you done? Vaeric.
This blood is on your hands, Victor. I hope you remember this.
You act like this was a crime. Your own laws demanded that.
And I clearly said exceptions should be made.
No, it was Vaeric's choice. He knew the consequences.
You were his father. You were supposed to protect him. You think you are doing what is right out of some blind dedication, but you are destroying this house. You already lost one child. You had to murder the other.
Victoria.
I will not hear any more of this. It is done. Leave us.
Oh, I am leaving to mourn my nephew whose memory you disgrace with your very presence.
Victoria.
Victoria!
Leave her be, Luther. The Great Serpent will guide her. She will understand in time and emerge stronger for it.
Something tells me she's not getting over that.
She will. She has duties to perform. Ultimately, I care nothing for what you think.
Okay.
Now, only one matter remains to discuss. Did you find anyone who aided my son in his treachery?
Trust me when I say the situation was handled.
Good. Unfortunately, I have heard ramblings among the people of Vaeric's disappearance. Wardens are dealing with the matter as we speak. But you restored order to this house, and have my gratitude. Here, the access code that Ekris needs to connect to the power grid. Now go. I have much to arrange.
I would allow Victoria her space if I were you.
What do you remember about the cataclysm?
I remember the light and a horrible sound. But most of all, I remember Victor's face when he rushed outside to find us. He kept saying it was gone, disappeared. I'll never forget the moment he took us into the halls of obedience to see the devastation that surrounded the scaled citadel. The heartbreak and horror we felt knowing whatever took Dazra took our house and family with it.
What is your role here with House Veth'aal?
I mostly looked after the house members, trying to take a more active role in the lives of our people. Victor's attention is more administrative focused, so he has little time to deal with personal grievances or requests. Since the destruction, I did all I could to help ease our family's grief. But once Vaeric left, I turned my focus completely to Victor. Serpent guide you.
Go. We have kept Ekris waiting long enough.
What were you doing when cataclysm struck?
I was at the Hall of Obedience, discussing matters that do not concern you when I first saw it. A strange light emanating from the scale citadel. It was but a moment later, and light filled the entire room, followed by an indescribable sound, and then silence.
What will become of House Veth'aal with no heir?
House Veth'aal will thrive for centuries to come. I will see to it. There are many of noble blood far more worthy than my own son who would gladly take on the mantle.
Can you tell me more about Ministry of State?
The Ministry of State maintains the very society of Dazra. We enforce the common goals, that our lives are dedicated to House Va'ruun and the Great Serpent. In order for everyone to contribute, We do not allow for the distractions of disillusion and heresy.
Thank you.
Great Serpent keep you.
Sure. Where did Victoria go? Victoria! This all will be stealing. Victoria.
The very sight of you offends me. I wish only to be rid of you.
Can I trust you to keep a secret?
A fine question after I trusted you with vital information about our family and asked you to spare my nephew. I should have put the same question to you myself.
I have news that requires utmost secrecy.
Great Serpent, steal me. My heart beats with anticipation, and yet I fear to ask.
Vaeric's alive. I told Victor what he wanted to hear to get the access code.
Great Serpent. Where is he? I must see him.
No, 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 no. He's safe, and that's all you need to know.
Serpent, bless you. To know he is safe is enough. I always knew that Victor would drive him away. Vaeric often spoke to me of his own dreams and aspirations. And they never did include house politics. I think even Victor knew he was unhappy. But his pride only allowed him to see a boy that would follow in his footsteps.
Vaeric is better off away from here.
My heart tells me that you are right. As much as I want to see his face, it is enough to know that Vaeric is alive and safe. You have brought me peace. Thank you, Harbinger.
You're welcome. Can I ask you questions?
It is good to see you.
What do you remember about the cataclysm?
I was with Luther, just outside the Halls of Obedience. We saw light pulsing in the sky, and then a sound like a percussive scream. We didn't even realize the damage until Victor came rushing outside and pointed us toward the scaled citadel. And it was then that we knew. Vashti and so many others were lost.
Did you know how unhappy Vaeric was?
Yes. Vaeric was in the unfortunate position of having Victor as a father. I did what I could for my nephew. But you see how difficult Victor can be. My hope is that these recent events will open my brother's eyes to his own pride and stubbornness.
Okay, take care then.
Until next time.
Sure. I needed to tell her that I couldn't leave without telling her that her nephew is alive and doing well. Okay, so now I need to go.
All I am saying is that I am not. I am sure you know what I am referring to.
Yes, I understand, and I agree with you. The first outsider in generations, and they are welcomed with open arms? How are we so sure they are not an off-worlder spy?
Perhaps this is the first wave of an impending cultural infiltration. The settled systems are scared of us, and so they are trying to tame us from within.
Indeed. I fear that even darker days may be ahead for House Varun.
No, we will not let those days come to pass. All must serve. By the
Take more than this to break us.
You are the one that spoke with the Nazgul.
OMG, that was fun. After they finish talking, they turn around and find me standing right beside them.
The great servant will deliver us from death.
And afterwards I'll have to do the small missions. Yeah, we are gonna do all of them, no worries.
This device is rather imposing looking, no?
Yes, it is, babe. Okay.
Zahima's research and algorithm have proven to be even more vital than I estimated.
Sure.
Did Victor finally relinquish the access code?
How is your work coming along?
Slowly, but it will be much faster if you have the power grid access code. Testing without full power is extremely limiting.
Yes, this slate has the code on it.
Excellent. We'll finally have the resources to fully charge the morning device. Now, let's hope House Dul Kef is as forthcoming as the others.
Okay, so now I'll have to assist the House Dul Kef and do their mission to get the whatever remaining. So what I'll do, let me finish the episode over here. I know it is a bit short, but let me do that. Let me do the Dulkef events in the next episode, and meanwhile I'll try to take on the buggy and do all the stuffs that I need to do. Okay. So that's it for this episode. If you're not a sub, please consider subscribing, because that is my feel. And while you subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you liked the video, don't forget to press the thumbs up button. And if you did not, well, in that case, you can press the thumbs down button. But I'll highly urge you not to do that. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, where we do the House Dulkef missions and then move forward. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye-bye. MUFS signing off.